Okay, Gaffer, 2-0 victory over Chelmsford City. That's a much-needed win, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's all about reaction. We know we've had ups and downs in terms of our performance, but we worked yesterday and we said to the boys, it's important that we set our own intensity here at home, but make sure we're nice and compact. It was about effectiveness and efficiency in terms of how we wanted to play against a good side. You know, they've been on an unbelievable run, and we knew he had to take a collective effort in order to get a result today. And the boys have gone out there and they've done an excellent performance for themselves and for this football club.
First half was played at very high intensity, and that was quite surprising that the game went into half goalless, really. I mean, it was sort of end-to-end, really, in that first half, wasn't it?
Yeah, with the like to control possession and territory in the first half. I thought when we, in the final third, we moved the ball really well. The only thing lacking was a finish. The keeper made some good saves. We got in the wide areas and we created and we put in some very good balls in the prime target areas. And it was important that, you know, we got ourselves in those areas, which we did, but we couldn't capitalize in the first half. And it was about coming out in the second half, making sure we stay nice and organized to start with, and then we can build from the first half performance. And we did that in terms of how we moved the ball. I thought the units, I thought the personnel worked collectively well together in terms of our defenders, our midfielders, and also our forward tactically. We tweaked something at halftime to help us offensively, to give us more creativity, but also give us that press that we wanted. And you know, we could see, we knew their goalkeeper is a good ball striker, and we could see when we did those pressure, but also we was aware of the diagonal balls onto our left side, and you know, I thought the boys dealt with it superbly.
Yeah, it's not easy exactly. With the style of the football they play in that, they always seem to double up down the flanks and everything, and it does, you know, have an impact on the final third for them. And thankfully, we restricted them to those chances, particularly in the second half, didn't we? Yeah,
definitely. It was about making sure, you know, again, looking at how we've considered some of our goals. We worked yesterday in terms of our units, you know, analyzed with some videos, but at the same time, done plenty of reviewing to help our players. But it's about when we come out here, can we put it in action and can we do it together as a team? You know, especially knowing their strength was the switch from the left flank all the way diagonally into the left back area, making sure we got the right body shape and making sure we got the right compactness, the right distances between our back line. And I thought we there with those you know, area balls superbly. And again, it was about on the turnover, can we look for a +1, which I thought we did excellently in the wide areas. And I thought, you know, the boys in the wide areas didn't just work, you know, in the final third, but also defensively, they did their jobs to help their teammates out, which was good to see.
And the last 20 minutes as well, we really seemed to up the intensity, and obviously it showed. You know, obviously we got the penalty 10 minutes before the end, and then suddenly the game's sort of right in our control because you see the stadium and the atmosphere changes and that. But I think again the supporters were excellent for you tonight behind that goal, weren't they? Didn't stop.
Yeah, definitely. They've been brilliant. You saw that on Saturday. They kept supporting us even after the game. Yes, we lost 2-1 on Saturday, but they stayed back. They clapped our players, you know. But today, the boys have come out and rewarded our supporters. It was about making sure, you know, we played on the front foot from minute 1 to the last minute, which I thought we did excellently in terms of how we wanted to press. We pressed sensibly, setting traps, making sure they played into our strength. And it was important that, you know, when on the turnover, we look for that killer instinct or killer touch. But it was about making sure we played on the front foot and we got the penalty. And it was about putting it in the back of the net. We did that, but we didn't want to rest there. We wanted to go for another goal, but at the same time, making sure defensively we were solid behind the ball. And I thought we did that. The organization behind the back line and the midfield line was terrific today, but more so giving our forward players all the freedom to go and express themselves, and delighted for Matt Rush to get another goal.
It was a terrific finish as well, that's the thing. He could have easily taken it to the corner the last few seconds and that, but you know, showed his quality. It was a quality finish into the bottom left-hand corner, wasn't it?
No, it's about being positive in our play, making sure we go for the next goal. We're not being foolish. that's how we want to play. We want to try and make sure we score more goals, especially in front of our home crowd. Yes, you can be tactically in terms of taking the ball to the corner flank, but then they've got 10 men. It's about making sure, can we capitalize on the chances we create? Can we punish them even more? And I thought we did. Listen, Chelmsford is a great side, so it's important that we take this result positively now. We look ahead, make sure the recovery process is right, and make sure we look after the players. And we're going to go again when we're in next and see what Dartford brings.
And that's it. It's a long awaited one as well. The supporters absolutely love Dartford away and everything like that. We provide a good atmosphere, and it's going to be a different kind of test. Obviously, they've been struggling a little bit this season, but in derby matches, it means nothing, does it?
No, nothing. Listen, at the end of the day, they're a good side. We have to be respectful in our preparations, making sure we're playing away from home. We have to look at, how we're going to set up tactically. We have to look at the personnel in terms of complementing each other, the relationships. Obviously, we have to ensure that when we go away from home, again, can we have that clean sheet mentality? Can we make sure we organize? Can we make sure we stop the opposition from creating as many chances, limit their creativity, and then impose our game plan on the opposition? And, we'll get to work straight away and make sure we're ready for Dartford on Saturday.
Well, thanks for your time, Gaff. We'll speak again later in the week.
Thank you.